Hey everyone! Today I'm sharing my 1 month review of the Kukirin G3 Pro electric scooter. And let me tell you, this is gonna be a real and honest review. I bought this scooter with my own money. This is not a sponsored video. And I'll be brutally honest about the good, the bad, and the dangerous. But first, I would like to share a bit of my background. I've been into electric scooters since 2020. My first ride was a Ninebot S1, and I was instantly hooked. Since then, I've owned the Xiaomi M365, the Pro 1, and the Pro 2. I modded all of them, firmware, hardware, everything. No photos left, but trust me, I learned a lot. Then came my biggest upgrade, the Kukirin G2 Max. I used it for 2 years, and that was my intro to the Kukirin ecosystem. Lots of strength and a fair share of weaknesses. Now, after a full month with the G3 Pro, I am ready to share it all. Comparisons with the G2 Max, upgrades I've made, real-world issues, and whether it's actually worth your money. Let's fly through the main specs Kukirin advertises for the G3 Pro. Dual 1200 watt motors, single or dual motor modes, 3-speed modes. At single motor, 25 on mode 1, 45 on mode 2, 55 on mode 3. At dual motor, same until mode 3, 65 km per hour. 10-inch tires, 52 volt, 23 ampere per hour battery with dual charging ports. Advertised range, 80 km per charge. Spoiler, not true. IP54 water resistance, again, it's not true. Max load 120 kilograms. I'm 100 and it handles me just fine. Foldable, but heavy at 40 kilograms. Removable battery with combo lock lid. Hydraulic and electronic brakes, and the Kukirin display. Cool specs, but let's see how it really performs. What I found after the test drive is the chassis is rock solid, the brakes are excellent, the motor's seriously powerful. Let's break the review into sections. We will start with some design flaws. Mudguards, they are terrible. Water splashes from front and back easily hit your clothes. Side plastics, weird sharp edges. I actually hurt my leg while standing next to the scooter at a red light. Tail rubber arrived misaligned and loose. Folding hook mechanism, it's dangerous. After lifting the scooter once, the hook semi-releases. Next time you try to lift it without double checking, boom, it falls mid-air. It injured me, and the sharp plastic on the side made me bleed. It arrived with hard suspension. That's normal, but you have to adjust it yourself. The problem was no guide, no tool included, and customer support didn't help at all. I had to measure it myself by 3 different sizes of the tool, and even then, I broke the rear suspension due to a hidden locking screw. But that's fine, I ordered a replacement and installed it myself. The battery hits the lid while riding. Turns out there is a gap. I fixed it by cutting foam from a yoga mat. That's the first upgrade I recommend. About the battery and the range. Here is the truth. Advertised range, 80 km. Totally false. Based on my G2 Max experience, I knew what to expect. So I'm fine with it, but worth it to make you aware. Realistic range, around 30 kilometers in best case scenario. So you ride it in single motor, mode 2, even road, not hilly, not a lot of stops and accelerations, no winds, as these are factors in addition to your weight affecting the range. That's actually acceptable for me, but don't fall for the 80 kilometer promise. Now for the serious part of the review. Is it really IP54? Short answer, no. Key switch has a rubber cover, impossible to use it with key inserted. When it rains, water goes in, and when no key there, the rubber cover doesn't close. Battery lock. Cover flies open just from wind or foot touch, exposes internals. Charger ports right next to the road, dust, mud, and water magnets. I rode on wet road once. When I got home, mud under the battery lid, around the controller, and the charger ports. So the scooter not even close to IP54. Still want to go for the G3 Pro? Here is what you must upgrade. Battery padding. Stop the battery from shaking. It worked for me with the foam yoga mat pieces. Key switch relocation or removal. Either short it or move it to somewhere safer and seal it. Charging ports. Relocate to the top, maybe where the lock is, and a 3D print waterproof cover. Battery lid. Seal it. Use silicone or gasket with the screws to protect the internals. Remove the lock. It leaks and isn't needed once sealed and screw closed. I did similar upgrades to my G2 Max. Worked perfectly. That battery lasted 2 years with max 30 kilometers per charge. I am not sure if I will have time to upgrade the G3 Pro and seal it, but if I do, I will definitely film it and publish it for you guys. Now let's talk about their customer support. They are a joke. They always ask for a video, even when it makes no sense. I contacted them about hard suspension. Their reply, send a video. A video of a stiffness. Come on. No guidance, no urgency. Long delays or total silence. And yeah, heavy language barrier. Definitely using a translator. I bought the G3 Pro expecting a waterproof, powerful scooter. Regretted. If you are not handy, don't buy it. It's around 1300 euros. And unless you are ready to mod it yourself, it's not worth it. If you are handy, this thing is a beast once you fix the flaws. Fast, powerful, solid frame. Great value if you put in the work. Otherwise, for the same total price, I mean the cost of the G3 Pro plus the upgrades, just get a scooter that's actually waterproof and has decent customer support. Here a bonus tip. If you live in the EU and want to register it, don't even try and don't buy it. The COC, which is the Certificate of Conformity they sent to me, rejected. Authorities said it's not legit. So if legal road use matters to you, this scooter's a no-go. Got questions about the G3 Pro or any other scooter I've used? Drop a comment. I always reply. Thanks for watching, and as always, ride safe.